could be playing?
Mystery players.
Mystery players? It's the banana!
The banana's back!
The banana is back.
I hope you guys...
Season 1 champ.
Missed him. Versus Season 5 champ.
Versus Season 5 champ. Gifts Storm versus Death Shadow.
It's still the same.
Don't encourage infect play.
It's still the same list that he was running last week. The green-black. Running that Painful Elf.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's called. Oh, so the Phyrexian's not an alternate, but the Delve is an alternate casting cost. That one you can't do the flashback Phyrexian. You can because that's the
you're just helping Lyle win faster if you pay with life.
It's true.
Here, you want to flashback Dismember to get rid of one of my humans?
Go
no
ahead.
problem. You just
Go
took
ahead.
8 damage instead of 4.
How many mutagenics did you play this game? Because I bet you lost life from those too. Elves of the Deep Shadow is what it's called, or Painful Elf.
Painful Elf.
Jeremy not happy with his shipping his away. I guess you need a lot less to storm off against a Death Shadow player, but
you do need a lot
the
less.
Death Shadow player does have a lot of ways to strip away your hand.
Also true.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I guess you can delve with flashback. For some reason, I thought you couldn't delve with flashback. Maybe that's why. Another reason why, like, Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time were so good. Just my brain is muddled up. I need more sleep. Alright, we're going to start losing 2 life already.
Cycle of Street Wraith. John down to 18.
Think he's going to go to 13?
Oh my god. I'll pop off.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, 15. That's fine. So, Manamorphose.
I would take Manamorphose.
Can't take gifts. Is that a remand?
It looks like
Next
a remand.
to Manamorphose? There?
Yeah, it looks like a remand.
Yeah, no, I like taking the Manamorphose here. Getting rid of some of his draw spells is nice. Take that snow-covered island. Get that out of there. Opts for the remand, actually. So he says, well, hey, your list is, or your hand's not that great right now, so you might do some reactionary stuff to me on turn 2 since you don't have a creature.
True.
So
he really wants whatever he's going to get on turn 2 here.
Yeah.
Or I guess turn 3.
Right.
Turn 3.
And he says, okay, land, go. Doesn't need to fetch or anything yet. Not worried about any turn 2 stuff. We see an opt. So he says, I'll take 2.
Steam Vents goes to 18.
Looks like he passes. Does he go to 12?
Oh, easy.
I mean, that lets him play Death Shadow next turn.
Easy.
Yeah.
Nice. The unstable lands.
Those lands do look sweet. Have you looked at them yet?
Yeah, you showed me.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I did.
You did. Oh.
Yeah, going to 10.
Pyretic. Desperate. Manamorphose. Okay. How did you... Oh, Manamorphose for the blue. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Draw off that. And he says, okay. Huh. So he committed 4 cards to do that.
He did. He had to.
He did. So now he's going to get like 2 more mana accelerators, essentially. I like getting, Passive Flames. I also like getting another gifts or getting maybe one of his creatures.
Sure.
Like, I think those are solid plays to get. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So Passive Flames makes sense to go to the graveyard here because the flashback cost of it is more. Oh. So him giving him the creature could be like, hey, he's got Fatal Push, he's got Abrupt Decay in his hand.
He has some sort of answer.
He's not worried about you having that creature.
Sleight of hand. Show me a land.
Looks like he put a Goblin Electromancer on the bottom there. Okay, there's that island.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably okay. Whatever's in his hand, he must feel comfortable at this point.
What do we got, Lily? Yeah. Okay, sack that creature, and then he can pass through. Alright, City Brass. So I think this is another one of those, like, games where he has no creature, and, like, just getting a creature could really push his hand over the edge.
Right. He's just kind of waiting, biding his time.
Yeah, like, he's doing some counting up real quick, and then he's like, alright, well, next turn, I'm going to lose one of these cards from Lily. Do I try to go off and get you now? You're at 10? So he says, I'll get 3 mana.
Manamorphose. Please make more red.
One red, one blue?
Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Actually,
Okay.
I honestly, he already has an island plus a City of Brass. I don't know if you dump it all into
need
red.
A little more red. And he'll draw a card.
Unless you have a creature, that's either the Baral or the Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah, he needed that creature because, like, with that, alright, he's got enough to flash back Passive Flames, but he doesn't get to cast anything because he doesn't have a creature to help make things cheaper.
Right.
So, Fatal Push will get rid of that. And now the last card, Passive Flames, that he's left with, is going to be discarded if John upticks Liliana. So, oh yeah, 3 creatures are in the graveyard now, I think. 2 brawls and 1 goblin electromancer.
Man, a Scavenging Ooze would be... Oh, Scavenging Ooze is not good in this deck, though.
Yeah, not for this deck.
Yeah.
But Scavenging Ooze is a good card.
It is, but unfortunately you don't want the life gain.
No. It says, let's both discard a card. Here's a second Lily.
Oh. He feels pretty comfortable with that play, you know, being able to discard that since now Jeremy is completely empty-handed. Traverse.
Traverse. I would like to find a Death Shadow, please.
Yep.
Doing some debating at this point.
I'm not quite sure what else he's playing in the deck. I don't remember what other
Goyf.
He's tapping 1, so you assume it's a Death Shadow.
Yeah.
And if our math is correct, he is a 3/3 Death Shadow.
Currently a 3/3.
Currently.
And pass. So, okay.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
Not bad, but no cards in hand now.
Right. He's playing off the top. Bloodstained Mire. Death Shadow becomes 6/6.
Yeah, smart to make him sack a creature, because it just takes basically 1 mana accelerator next turn and he could die.
Yep.
So.
Cycle the Street Wraith, go to 8.
So Death Shadow's a 5/5 now.
Yep. Could be an 8/8.
Could be an 8/8.
And that is a solid clock. Fetch, go to 7. How many Overgrowns does he have? He has 4, so he can get 1 more.
Yeah. Goes to 5.
I don't think that Jeremy runs a Lightning Bolt.
Not main board.
Yeah. So he'll go to 10. Dead next turn. Play to Brawl.
And he says, I'll push that guy out the way. And we'll go to game 2. So, this also showing, like, it's much harder for the Gifts deck to do well
when there's discard.
When there's that disruption getting in the way. And it's like, hey, I should be able to go off, right? You saw he was like, I just need to land a creature, and I've got all this spells in my graveyard ready to flash back. But every time that he would play a creature, it's like, all right, Liliana, sack a creature.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll fail push that.
Yeah.
He lost 4 creatures that game. So, that was not where he was hoping to be, but going into it, that's what you have to expect. Like, there's always going to be disruption and discard in the format. Like, it's just, there's like Jund decks, there's Abzan decks out there, there's the different Death Shadow decks that are out there. We even saw the black-green rock deck that's running around. So, like, there's disruptive abilities, and you have to be able to still win through it. And having Past in Flames and Gifts Ungiven definitely help, because you can just be like, alright, I'll cast all this stuff and be able to still go off, but it's having enough stuff and one of those creatures to really go off. Because, like, the older version of Storm was using Pyromancer's Ascension to help it. You don't have that to help it.
Right.
But enchantments are harder to remove, but creature help you because it reduces the cost of your spells.
Well, the thing about Pyromancer's Ascension is that it can be slower.
Right.
You know,
it's a lot more setup.
With adding 4 more creatures that reduce the cost of the cantrips that you're trying to play, I feel like it's a better spot to be in than playing a Pyromancer's Ascension, which is a great card for the deck. However, it has that clause where it says you have to have that copy.
Yes.
In the graveyard already. So you have to have put one of the spells that you're trying to play again already. So you're already wasting time
to set that up, get it going. Right.
Now, it's fairly easy to do when you have 4 copies of Desperate Ritual, 4 copies of Pyretic Ritual. I mean, there's a lot of 4-ofs in the deck because that's just how efficient it's going to be. I just think it's now more efficient with the Gifts Ungiven because it's basically pay at least 3, go get what you want.
Get 4 cards.
Get 4 cards.
I don't care if 2 go to the graveyard because I'll flash those back.
Exactly.
So it looks like players just doing a little discussion as they're shuffling up, getting ready to go.
Looks like maybe there's a little bit of deliberation.
Yeah, I guess, like, maybe they're discussing, okay, was there any way that I could have won? Yeah. Like, what could I have done differently? Because, again, Jeremy was picking up Storm for the first time this week.
Yeah.
So.
They could just be talking about his banana suit, though.
They could. You never know. They could be talking politics. They could be talking, election days tomorrow for Virginians.
Election day is tomorrow, yeah.
Go out and vote. If you live in Virginia.
If you live in Virginia.
If you don't live in Virginia, I guess you can go vote too, but it won't matter.
Oh, whoa. Now you're saying their votes don't matter?
They don't matter towards voting towards our governor and stuff. No, their votes don't matter. But if you have an election tomorrow,
that's terrible.
You're such a scumbag, man.
That is terrible. Oh, I saw that elf.
I did.
You see that elf?
I did. Bingo. Dropping cards. Oh, looks like there was an Echoing Truth there. Jeremy's hand.
I guess that's pretty good.
First time bringing in.
Yeah.
Like you're getting beaten by a creature, so bringing in the Echoing, just saying like, all right, you're killing me with Death Shadows.
I mean, I thought Death Shadows always ran in packs.
They tend to.
So
I don't
Echoing
think
Truth
I've ever
seems pretty
seen
good.
A Death Shadow just hang up by himself for like 4 turns. That
right.
never happens. It's like, all right, maybe he'll be by himself for 1 turn, and the next turn, hey, here's his buddy.
Right.
He got lonely. Or sometimes they're just like, all right, here's 2 Death Shadows.
Right. I didn't have anything to do with my mana.
Yeah, right?
Looks like John's going to keep. Spire Bluff Canal, pass for Jeremy. John draws a card, and he plays a Mishra's Bauble, which he's gonna... Whoa.
Quick.
Yep.
Quick to take a look at that.
Yep. Looks at the top card of Jeremy's deck. Plays an Overgrown Tomb, goes to 18. Plays that elf that we all know and love from last week.
Uh-huh.
And I think he's gonna... Did he draw his card? Or does he draw a second one on his turn?
He draws it during his opponent's turn, I thought.
Okay. I didn't see him draw it.
I didn't see him draw it either.
Yeah.
And he just says, I'll grape shot that.
Sure. Draw.
Yeah, he missed his draw.
Okay. Traverse.
Go find the land.
Gets a swamp. I like it. Normally, I'll see John when he plays Mishra's Bauble put a die on top of his deck.
Yeah.
So when I didn't see the die after cracking the Mishra's Bauble, I went, oh.
Uh-oh, he's going to miss it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Inquisition of Kozilek is a good pick.
So, Metamorphose again and a Ritual are the two choices. We got a land and gifts. So again, I like
he drew?
Metamorphose.
Okay, cool.
Because... Oh, he did draw. Okay. Again, we weren't paying as close attention as we probably should have, but...
Took the Pirate. Interesting. Would you normally take the Ritual that doesn't let you draw a card?
I'm more for the Metamorphose there, but I guess because
he already had the blue.
He already had the blue. He's like the Ritual just ramps him up. That's like the big kickstart to the deck, right? Oh, he drew when he made the pass turn motion. Okay, no wonder it was just like super quick then. What is that? I'm gonna take a card from your hand somehow.
Okay.
Name a card. Take said card. I don't know. I don't know what he just played.
I have no clue.
And then I'm gonna push that off a cliff. Jeremy now sitting with.
Oh man, it's tough for Jeremy. He's getting his hand just ripped apart.
I'm glad you feel for him.
I do.
Like, I think it's rare for people to feel for Storm players. But being on that side of the table and you're just like, oh, maybe it was duress. Maybe. That could be it. Just a different art duress. But being on that side of the table where you're just like, well, I'm trying to play a combo deck. And I can't. Because you're just destroying my hand.
Yeah. Verdant. Yep. Fetch. Go to 17. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's, at this point, better pick it in high gear.
Well, I mean, Jeremy is at most playing 2 cards.
It's true. Well, he knows there's already one grape shot that has been used.
Right.
So it's like, alright, at least one more in the deck somewhere. You don't have a creature. You don't have any like major accelerators here. What are you going to do to me?
Liliana the Veil uptick and just...
What were you hoarding?
Completely ripped.
That Metamorphose. He says, I'm going to draw a card. Here's a red and a blue. And he says, that's fine. Loses something. Can Jeremy come back from this spot now that Lily's out and gonna continue to discard the card?
Jeremy has to play on end steps or his turn.
Right.
Which isn't not normally ideal. What is our Tarmogoyf at, I wonder?
I wonder too. I'm gonna say at least 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another Planeswalker in there. But there's instant sorcery, creature land for sure. If only we had a die that could represent the power.
It's true.
Of that Tarmogoyf.
Yep. Definitely would be helpful.
Another uptick from Lily.
Opt.
I would like to put a card on top of my library.
No.
He'll put a gifts, and he'll take 4. We're gonna pretend.
Well, okay.
Because there's no planeswalker. Oh no, he'll take 5.
Okay,
because
there
there's
we
an
go.
artifact.
There is an artifact.
Mishra's Bauble.
Gifts ungiven.
So he's essentially putting 3 cards in his graveyard. Because
One's gonna get ripped.
one's going to get taken away from Liliana.
Yep.
Lily could also just say, hey, I'm on an ultimate and you get 2 lands. Right? And then he's left in a bad spot. Because he doesn't have a creature. So it's like
Oh.
3 lands. I kind of like this, actually. Because it's like, alright, throw another... He'll basically say he'll give him a land, right? You can have 2 lands. Jeremy will play one of those lands and
Discard
then
the other.
discard the other.
Right.
That also thins out his deck, too. The deck doesn't run too many lands anyway, but this says, hey, there's 3 less lands in my deck and I'm more likely to draw action. Draw gifts. Right? Draw Past in Flames. Play.
I mean, if there's a Past in Flames in his graveyard, then
He'll be set up.
he's
for next turn.
set up for next turn.
The problem, though, is
He
cost,
can't cast anything.
it costs 5 to do the flashback
Right.
for Past in Flames, but he needs 1 mana accelerator
Yeah.
to essentially go off.
Yep.
So he's just let's basically divide it up, so that Gemstone Mine will be one of the lands, right? You could say a basic. Yeah, so he basically could say, all right, that'll be a pile and that'll be a pile, which makes the most sense, right?
Remove the red.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got
So,
1 counter left.
1 counter left to make a red from. Does help shut off that Past in Flames stuff.
It does.
Ooh.
Did he take another 5?
He did, sorry.
Okay, so he's gonna be at 5 soon.
No, he'll take 6 this turn. Because now there's a Planeswalker in the
Good
graveyard.
point. Yep. So he's at 4. Sleight of hand.
Show me potato salad. Looks like there's a ritual and a land. Which one do you want?
Still not enough.
Still not enough. If his creature had lived, then he could have.
Yeah, he
gone
could have.
off.
He
But
could have
let's-
accelerated.
there's always that big old if,
Yep.
right? Play that what if game.
Yeah. Jeremy assessing the situation, writing essentially on the wall.
Yeah, like. Actually, Jeremy's at 2 because he had to play the Phyrexian mana to put that gifts back on top.
There it is.
GG. Handshake coming out. Well played. Gift Storm, no match for Disruption.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, here's another John Madden. Disruption's gonna kill the
Combo
Gift Storm.
decks.
Yeah, combo decks because, your combo is so. It's not always the easiest to protect.
It's right, especially in that.
Right.
Like,
So every piece is essential.
yeah.
And with John playing Thoughtseize, Gifts is unprotected.
True.
Inquisition, all of the other combo pieces are unprotected. Past in Flames can also get hit by a Thoughtseize.
Yep.
And these Death Shadow decks are obviously going to run for Thoughtseize
Right.
because
doesn't care about
it's like super bonus.
Yeah.
Not only am I ripping out a piece of your combo, but I'm also getting very close to the Death Shadow power.
Yes. Yep. And that's a good point too, is that hand disruption plus creature kill is hard for Storm, because you see in this version of Storm,
Yep.
it needs the creatures, because like we watched Jeremy play round 1 with it, and it was like, hey, I've got a creature turn 2, turn 3 I'm going off.
Yeah.
Right? You did not disrupt my hand, you did not kill my creature.
Yeah.
Look what I can do.
Right.
While these games, it was like, you disrupted my hand, you killed every creature I played, I've got nothing.
Right.
I'm going to try, draw some cards, try to do something. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
So, it's tough. But that's, that's what you have to get into and what to expect if you're going to be playing Storm. Like, there's going to be those matches that are just going to get you. Right?
Get you.
But you can also just get a lot of people.
Sure.
So, that was the end of it.
That was it.
Right?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy tonight. Lots of quick games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had Storm, we had Infect, we had the Humans list, we had Affinity. Like, we had a lot of quicker games.
Yeah.
The longest one, of course, Control versus, like, Rock. But that's to be expected. They're grindier games.
Definitely.
But they're still,
grindier
I
game.
would say, pretty exciting games overall tonight. Week 3 now. This is the 3rd week. So 7 more to go for all of you guys keeping track at home. Plenty of time for a lot of these players to get a lot of points, especially as it starts getting closer to the holiday season.
Yeah, you start to see people, they're taking time off. They're, if they're not from this area, they're going home.
Gonna travel.
There's definitely a lot of travel going on. So I would expect to see a big shift in points in the next month or so.
Well, it's always very interesting to see that. We've tracked it previously too, and there's that beginning of the season, everyone's really close.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's so much fluctuation between who's doing well, who's not. By week 5, week 6, we're starting to see that pull ahead.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
That's that period there. So no say. I don't know. When was the start of the season?
Well, this is week 3.
This is week 3. There's 7 more weeks to go.
7 more weeks to go. And then we're probably coming into we're definitely going to be past Christmas.
I think so.
Yeah, so we'll probably be looking at the season invitational at the start of January.
For this moment.
Technology is a wonderful thing.
The 19th is week 10
of December. Okay, so expect a break, obviously, for the holidays, and I would probably say the beginning of January. The 2nd?
Probably around
the second. I would say the 2nd is probably filming, if not the 9th.
Yeah, one of those 2 days will be the invitational.
We'll be able to determine who's in our top 8
and
by
figure out the best state for everybody
before Christmas.
Yes.
And then obviously a message will go out like normal.
Yep.
And then we can determine if people will be available for filming on the 2nd.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Put it together.
Big thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched.
Yeah.
Who has watched over the last couple of weeks or last couple of seasons. Last few seasons.
It's
now
been
we're at 6 now.
Maybe by spring.
Big shout out though, of course, to Trip over at Comic Kung Fu and Eminem at Cork Street Taverns, our kind of personal sponsorship tier to be able to help support the stream, support what we do here. Of course, if you guys like this stuff, hitting the follows, subscribes on YouTube, that sort of stuff definitely makes a big difference for the content and stuff that we're being able to do.
Yeah.
There is that Patreon page that stuff goes towards the stream itself, being able to get new equipment stuff, maybe getting dice, getting playmats, all that sort of stuff that we've done. We've been able to do through that.
Maybe we need to get a prettier Tarmogoyf dice.
Maybe.
Prettier Tarmogoyf die. Maybe they don't like it because it's so bland.
Yeah. So maybe something that's bright colors.
Yeah, they'll be cool. It'll be sweet to use.
Yeah. They're just who wants to use that?
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see. Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it for us. No leaderboards yet.
By the end of the season.
By probably...
If actually in person you get to see the leaderboard.
It's true. It's true.
Just come to the shop and you get to see the point totals.
We're putting it on you guys to keep track of your points for now. Till like week 7. And
when it
then
really like that's when it gets super competitive, super serious.
Right.
And the last 3 weeks are super cutthroat.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do you guys need to know about whose points are, below you at this point?
I want everyone to come out every week.
Yeah.
If someone's like full on ahead,
This guy.
I still want them to come out because they know their points, but they don't. It's always serious. Always.
Play for keeps.
Yep.
But
But that's about it, guys.
that's about it.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
See you guys next week for another edition of Modern Magic Mondays, week number 4.
3 in the books. 4 next week.
And
VODs will be up on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. They were late this week because I was able to break them up on Twitch, and then it did not want to upload them.
Oh.
And it was like, error. I'm like, and I tried a different computer, and it was like, error. I'm like, whatever. I'll deal with you later.
There you go.
So I uploaded them right before this started. So
Oh!
you guys can watch those from last week if you missed them.
There you go. Alright, guys. Have a fantastic Monday, and we will see you next week.